Hold on. It is time. It is the weekend. It's my favorite day of the week, and I get to work on my car. My 1980 C3 Corvette. This, I am dedicated to the cause today. These bolts are gonna change my life. They're gonna change my life. They're gonna change the life of my Corvette too. Let's take a look. I'll give you a hint. It's door panels. There, I said it. If you missed any previous videos, I'll link them here for you. Okay, let's get to it. But first, a healthy meal. I'm gonna work in my garage today because it's scalding hot outside. The only problem is that I need the doors open, and the doors open really wide, so it's gonna be kind of hard, but whatever. I won't even be able to think in the heat. So first things first, let's kick old Ben out of here. Get out, Ben. Make room for a real car. The gas gauge is puzzlingly low. This thing takes like a gallon of gas with every single just start up. It's enough in where I'm not in the sun, and it's enough out where I can open my doors all the way. Here it is. That sucked. You know, it kind of sucks. I was just out driving I have a C4 Corvette too. It's a 1989 C4 Corvette, and it's got a Targa top, and I drove it last week, all good. I went out to take it for a drive today, and I look up and the Targa top is cracked, like it's about a 6-inch crack. I don't know how it happened. 3 days ago it wasn't like that, so I think it's just, you know, probably old age, whatever. That's old age. Like me. No, I'm just kidding. So I'll have to buy another one. I'm just like, what? Out of nowhere. There's no rock or anything. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. It was the car god universe. So I'll have to get a new one, because it's the glass and it's halfway cracked. And if it cracks completely, it's just gonna be cracked. Yeah, anyways, here we go. Alright, so one day I started to cut the holes, and then it got so hot that I couldn't even see anymore. So if I was a serial killer, this is a serial killer I would be. I would wear a C3 Corvette door panel, and I'd show up at your house and I'd say, give me all your F bodies. Give me your G bodies, give me your Corvettes, give me your Camaros. Or else. I don't need power door lock switch because I decided I'm not gonna do it. Wasted money. These bastards only sent me 2. Oh, there's 4. There's actually 4 in here. So I use these with this. Okay. Door panel mounting screws. Mounting kit. Access plate. Sill plate screws. I ordered new ones of these from Top Flight. Never gonna be here. They're not here yet, so I'm gonna put the door on without these. I can add it later. These are also on back order from Top Flight. Never gonna be here. Top Flight, go screw yourself. Top Flight, we don't care about you as a person. All right. Here they are, my door panels. These are brand new from Top Flight Automotive. I think they were around $400, and I'll link the link in the description. So, you know, they don't look as hard as they actually are to put on. It seems pretty simplistic. You line the top, it's like an edge, the top groove, edge into the groove. And then there's just 3 anchoring points. And those are within the armrest. So once you line up those holes in the armrest with the holes in the door, that's when I like to cut the holes in the actual door panel, because I don't want to accidentally overcut, which has happened to me in the past when I got a little carried away with the razor blade. So anyways, it turns out to be just extremely hard to find the hole and line up all 3 points on the armrest. It's actually mind-bogglingly hard, and even with those 3 anchor bolts anchored in, some of the armrest doesn't even line up. You know, the bottom line is I had a hard time. I know that if I can just line up 1 or 2 of the armrest holes, the rest will fall into place. I have faith in that belief right now. Felt like a doctor, like I was delivering a baby or something similar to that, or like performing a C-section. I don't know, I just felt like I was really operating on this door. So I realized that I should put this mirror adjuster bracket, anchor that down first, since there's a cable to it, and I'll still be able to kind of like move the door around, because doing it after the door is on, forget about it, as they say. The hole for that bracket, the frame, the bezel, whatever you want to call it, it actually wasn't big enough in the door panel, so I had to cut away some of the plastic on the inside. Now a normal person, maybe with a little bit more patience, maybe would have gotten a Dremel or a little saw or a knife or something. I didn't have it in me, guys. I didn't have it in me. I got the most caveman tool I could, which was a pair of wire cutters, and I slowly chipped away at that plastic. Probably one of the most Mickey Mouse things I've ever done. Like, too lazy to plug in my Dremel and do it the right way. I'm working on my car and all, but like sometimes I get deep in thought and I start thinking about embarrassing things that I did. And then I get embarrassed all over again. And by embarrassing moments, I don't know. I'm not talking about like tripping and falling or saying to the movie ticket stub guy when he says enjoy your movie and you say you too. I'm not talking about those like minor little embarrassments. I'm talking about like the whoppers, you know what I mean? Like the kind that when you think about it, your face turns red and you're re-embarrassed all over again. I want to hear what your guys' embarrassing moments are. Then maybe, just maybe, I'll share some of mine. Maybe. Or maybe they're just too embarrassing to share. I gotta find the hole. That's what he said. I made a discovery that if I lay on my back with a flashlight, I can kind of see what's going on in this door panel. And that was the breakthrough that I made that I needed so bad. You know, editing this video and watching all these crazy faces that I'm making throughout the process has really given me a kick. I mean, it's I don't know if biting my lip and making these wild faces makes it any easier, but it sure makes it a little bit more entertaining. Alright, this is by far the most effed up door panel I've ever put on in my life. This is what I see. This is what I see. I can barely see a hole, but I can feel it. It's like I'm reading Braille. I've got my hand so far up my door panel, trying to find the hole. That's it. I'm just a girl. I'm just a regular girl trying to find some holes, making some crazy faces, rubbing my face all over the door panel. But success is so sweet. You know, and these are the old armrests because Flight Automotive, piece of junk website that I spent all my money on, still hasn't shipped it, and they said they were going to ship it and they didn't ship it, so I'm reusing the old ones, and the new ones were expensive. I'm just going to tell them to cancel, and I'll probably never get my money back because they suck, because their customer service is horrible. If you send like 4 emails, you'll be lucky to get 1 response back like a month later. I can see why that guy put that screw here. There's a huge gap. I'm gonna paint them black. It's gonna be okay. I might cut this part out of the video, I might not. But I need these. You know, Harbor Freight's having a really good sale. It's their because I shot this video last weekend, which was Labor Day weekend, and I know Harbor Freight's having good deals. I have to resist the urge to go. I wish I had another project car. I don't know what, but I gotta finish this one. I gotta finish it. Then I can also get back to my my Mustang. I got brakes to do on my Mustang. I miss working on my Mustang. I have the rear axle bearings to replace on my Mustang. And then on my Camaro, I've got all the suspension stuff to do. I really want to do this. I forget what it is. It's like QA1. I don't remember, but I would love to do that. It was just like a buttload of money. Yeah, the simple life. I remember when I just had one project car. I only had my 91 Camaro. Life was so simple. I'd work on my car during the day, and then I would drive it to get Popeye's chicken. I'd get 3-piece Popeye's chicken with ranch and buffalo sauce, and those biscuits, and life was so good, you know. I mean, life is still good, but it was just so simple. It was only one project car. That's it. I'd finish, I'd eat, I'd go in the house, and I'd enjoy myself. It was before I was editing videos or posting on YouTube too, so I didn't have all that. So it was just me and my project car and Popeyes. Hole first. That's what she said. Super speed. I just broke it. Alright, this is the original screw that I found in there. It's like, I thought it was a drywall screw. It's just a really long self-tapping screw, so I'm gonna give this a try. I mean, can you imagine if I just had like a nice 6-pack of beer right now? You know what would happen? Is I'd stop doing everything that I'm doing and I'd drink all of it. And then what would I do? Then where would I be? I found the hole. So the original door panel, it really only is secured by 1, 2, 3 screws right here, right? You got these, this kind of just secures to its own bracket under there, and then a plastic piece goes here, but it doesn't really secure the door, and then it's got these tabs that slip in here. The problem is it just doesn't feel like against the door panel on the bottom, and it drives me crazy. So when I took the door panel off, I found an extra screw. It was this. And it didn't need to be there. I mean, it did need to be there, but it wasn't in any of the manuals or anything like that. So I knew that somebody had just put that there. First I was like, oh, some joker, whoever owned this car before me was a clown. And then I could see why. If this isn't secured, it interferes with the door closing. So I ended up using that same self-tapping screw to tap a new hole and put a new screw. And I feel that it needs it here too. So I'm going to, again, find more self-tapping screws. I'm going to secure that, and then all I'm going to do is, I've got a great idea to cover up the screws. I'm going to save this carpet, this little shredder. I think that I swear I am just a trailblazer, or I'm a complete idiot. I'm going to save this, right? And then once I've got that screw in there, I'm going to just cut a little piece of fuzz out, and I'm going to lick it, and I'm going to stick it right back to where it goes. Same thing on this side. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. The best part was when I broke my back to look between the crack of the door panel and the door and find where that screw was supposed to line up in the metal. When I strained my neck, it felt so good. You know, honestly, that was the worst door panel I've ever put on in my life. It sucked. I want to know. I have a friend on TikTok, and he watches my YouTube videos too, and I believe his name is Myron. I don't remember the exact handle, but it's Myron something or other. Anyways, he's got a red C3 Corvette, beautiful, and he's done, like, I think he's done everything that I'm doing now. He's gonna put a cage in, and I'm kind of like waiting for him to put the cage in so I can just watch his videos and learn from him. But Myron, if you're watching this, did you have a hard time with your door panels? Did you replace them? My memory's not that great, so I don't remember if you did or not. But did you? Was it as bad as this? Were there no more screws? It's just the 3 that holds the armrest. Mine had an extra drywall screw in it that I was puzzled about when I removed the old door panel, and now I'm realizing why that was there, and I'm gonna put it back. Let me know. So this is that screw right there. I know it's an abomination. But all I'm gonna do is dab it with a little black paint and call it a day. And I'd rather have a black paint covered screw than a door panel corner that's sticking out and rubbing against my car. So that's what I'm gonna do. Time to taste test it. Look at that window. It goes up and down so smoothly. Isn't that great? Isn't it beautiful? It looks like a real car again. The interior is really coming along. I'm really happy with the fact that I was able to make some progress that had nothing to do with weather stripping or trim today. It just made me feel really good. Like I probably got through 3% of the car restoration today. There it is. I'm going to vacuum that carpet. I'm going to paint that screw. I'm going to add this door thing when I get it someday from Flight Automotive. But the hardest part is done. Check out a little before and after. That's a wrap. I got one door on for the most part. I'm gonna get a few little things sorted out on it. I'm still waiting for that little plastic door handle bezel from Never Show Up Automotive, and I've got the other side to do, but I feel really good. I got one side done. I'm happy with it. It was not a fun job, but oh my gosh, it looks so good. It's making me feel really good. I'm a little hot and I'm a little sweaty, so hold on one second. So it's so dramatic, huh? I took a rest and I changed my clothes and I'm gonna tackle the other side. Okay, let's go. I did on the other side, so this is what I'm going to do on this side. Two wrongs make a right. And that just means I'm going to chip away that extra plastic and cut away that cardboard. The that oval, whatever that shape is, it's just not big enough for the mirror adjuster bezel. That part's actually called something that I cannot pronounce. It's called a Escutheon. Escutheon. E-S-C-U-T-C-H-E-O-N. Escutheon? I don't know what that word is, but that's what Top Flight Automotive calls it. Escutheon. I am pleased to announce that I found the holes with greater ease on this passenger side door. I had a little bit of experience under my belt, and I got this door panel done in a record-breaking 4 hours and 37 minutes. JK, LOL. Damn, son. Woohoo! Oh, that looks good. So I'm going to cancel my orders for this, and this from Top SHIT Automotive, and I will find them at another place. And wow, I got a few things to touch up on the side here, but wow, whoa, I'm so excited. Ah! Please cancel this order. I couldn't wait any longer and have found the parts elsewhere. Okay, so the second side was not nearly as bad. I had a method to it. I didn't cut any holes. I cut one main hole for like the middle of the armrest screw, and that was it. I attached the mirror adjuster thing and bracket first because that has a cord, so you can kind of maneuver the door panel around while that's secure. Then I slid the door handle through, and I slid the door lock stick through the hole, and then I put the door panel onto the ledge where the window is. Keep your windows rolled down while you do this. And then that's when I was able to get the armrest and find the center hole. I used that as like my base guide. Once that was just barely in, so I could still move the door around and feel with my hand to find the other holes, I put the other bottom screw in, and then I attached the top one. I attached the top one last because that arm has like a little wiggle. So regardless of, like, you don't want to put that one first because it has a wiggle in it, right? Like, you want to be able to like adjust that one. The ones that need to stay where they are, that don't have any room for wiggle, are the two, you know, parallel? Yeah, parallel to the armrest. So it's 1, 2, and then the one right there. So excited. It's actually starting to look like a car again. I feel like really inspired by the progress that I made today. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Wow, I've got a lot of stuff in my future, including a new headlight kit, tons of stuff, and maybe some trim too. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. I blew a fuse today, emotionally and mentally. I'm gonna be going somewhere that I've never gone before. I'm gonna need my steering wheel, and I'm gonna take my car for a drive up to the Nike missile base. Anyways, we'll see how it goes. It's about 102 degrees today, so it should be fun. before anything, I have to gas up. It's all E85 that this car runs off of, and there's not a lot of gas stations up in the mountains where I plan on driving. And as I'm pumping my gas, I look up and I notice that some poor chap was getting a ticket, and that could have been me because I made an illegal U-turn into the gas station. Don't be fooled by that happy-go-lucky smile. This was pretty stressful. The day was very hot and I was hallucinating. I swear I saw smoke coming from my center console. I swear I smelled tires burning, oil burning, gas burning. Who knows what I smelled? But anyways, I made it back to the mountain, was able to do a cute little pose with my car, and then I gave an attempt to do this trending thing on TikTok, Instagram. I'm like a month late, but my sister said I should do it anyways, and she's a popular YouTuber, so she knows what's best, so I listened to her. Anyways, guys, this is hard. Don't try it at home. Balancing is ridiculous. Some people are doing this in heels. I don't know how they do it. That's very talent. That's all I'll say about that. But I had a good time.